Friends, so in this video we are discussing one of the important lesson in social in 7th standard. So that is Nayakas, Palegars and Nada Prabhus. So in this chapter, who are the important Palegars, Nayakas and Nada Prabhus came, and what are the achievements they are done, and who is the founder of particular kingdoms. So these are the matters we are discussing in this video. So in that first one we want to know, so that is Nayakas of Keladi or Palegars. So before that we want to know how these peoples are started to rule in South India, especially in Karnataka. Nada Prabhus, Palegars and another one is Nayakas, how they came to, how they started to rule in these places, especially in Karnataka regions. So before that we want to know, they are before when they started to their kingdom, before that they are under the control of Vijayanagara dynasty. So when Vijayanagara dynasty was established, we already know, already we had discussed in that one in first lesson. So on that time we can see some of the small kingdoms, small leaders. So Vijayanagara dynasty kings, they appointed some of the chiefs and some of the leaders. So they only were called as a Nayakas and Palepattus. So here they saying, so already here they saying, when the Vijayanagara dynasty they started to rule, on that time, on the same period, we can see small kings in Vijayanagara dynasty. So they are called as the Nayakas or Palegars. They ruled small areas. They controlled only a small areas, but they are under the control of Vijayanagara dynasty. So who are small kings, they came on the period of Vijayanagara dynasty. So for them, we are given name as a Palegars or Nayakas. And here in this place, some of the chiefs or leaders we can see. So the leaders, particular leaders for the particular place are chiefs. So for them, they give a name as a Palepattus. So after that, when the Vijayanagara dynasty was declined, we already knowing that one, the battle of Rakasatangadi. After that, the Vijayanagara dynasty was declined. So when the dynasty was become weak, Vijayanagara dynasty, after that, these leaders, these chiefs are the small kings, they are declared as a independent. And they established their own kingdom. So in that important kings here, they say important Nayakas here. First one is Nayakas of Keladi and another one is Nayakas of Chitradurga. Both also famous. So when Vijayanagara dynasty was declined, after that these small kings or chieftains or what we are called as the Palepattus or Nayakas, so they declared himself as a independent kings or independent kingdom. So in that two important dynasty we are discussing in this video. So one is Nayakas of Keladi, second one is Nayakas of Chitradurga. So in that first one we want to know Nayakas of Keladi. So this Keladi dynasty was founded in the year of 1499 Common Era, in the period of Vijayanagara dynasty. So when Vijayanagara dynasty was started to rule, in that period only we can see the Nayakas of Keladi also. So when the Vijayanagara dynasty was declined, after that himself means Keladi dynasty kings himself they declared as a independent kingdom or independent kings. So here we can see these leaders who are they came in Keladi dynasty, they started to rule in the place of Malenadu. Not only this one, we can see coastal region of Karnataka. In this both also ruled by Keladi dynasty. Malenadu and coastal regions both also ruled by Keladi dynasty, Nayakas of Keladi. So that like they say. And this Nayakas of Keladi, they had large area and that is one of the wealthy areas on that time, on that period. Prosperous state, which one means Nayakas of Keladi. That means now we want to know which are the place ruled by Nayakas of Keladi. So here they are saying one by one. So they ruled by Shimoga, Dakshina Kannada, Udupi, Kasaragod in Kerala, after that Kodagu, Hassan, Tumkur, Chitradurga, Dharwad and Uttar Kannada. So these are the places, areas ruled by Nayakas of Keladi. So students, now commonly general points we have discussed, that is they established by Nayakas of Keladi in the year of 1499 and they ruled the place of coastal region and Malnadu of Karnataka. So these places ruled by Nayakas of Keladi. So next one we want to know who are important kings there came in this dynasty and what was the contribution they given to in our society or on that period in Keladi regions. So that only now we want to know. So first one here they given first king here they given about of important king. So in that Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka. So he is one of the important king in Nayakas of Keladi. When you are discussing about Nayakas of Keladi in some important kings, so in that Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka also one of the important king. In this period, Keladi dynasty became complete freedom. So before that, they are under the control of Vijayanagara dynasty. So when Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka he came to rule, so on that time the dynasty became fully independent. So that like they are saying. And after that, he did some of the military expenditure. He extended his dynasty. That like also they are saying. Here they are saying here they given river Chandragiri of coastal region. Till that much he expanded his dynasty. And with the help of Abbakka Devi, here they are saying he defeated Portuguese in Mangalore. This is also one of the important achievement of Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka. He defeated Portuguese with the help of Rani Abbakka Devi or Queen Abbakka Devi. So after that, here they are saying he defeated Adil Shahis. We already know this one we have discussed in Bahmani Sultans. So in that Adil Shahis, he defeated Adil Shahis. And here they are saying in Vijaypura, after that he established one of the victory pillar, the symbol of victory. He won that battle. So that's why he built victory pillar in the place of Hangal. So this is also one of the important achievements of Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka. So first one, he extended his dynasty till river Chandragiri in coastal region. Second one, he defeated Portuguese with the help of Queen Abbakka Devi. And third one, he defeated Adil Shahis of Vijaypur and he built victory pillar in the place of Angal. So these are the important achievements we can see for Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka. And not only this one, he also implemented religious tolerance in their particular kingdom or society. That means he maintained equality in all the religion. So this is also one of the important achievements we can see for Iriya Venkatappa Nayaka. So next one we want to another important king in this dynasty. So that person name here they given Shivappa Nayaka. Shivappa Nayaka is one of the important and famous king in Nayakas of Keladi. He is one of the important king, that like they are saying. And in that time here they are saying he occupied the coastal port of Portuguese. This is also one of the important achievements. And when he got this place, coastal regions of Karnataka, means he occupied from Portuguese, so he got a title also. So what was the title he got? So they are saying by Padu Godalodaya. So he got a title Padu Godalodaya. So this title got by Sangoli Raina because of he captured coastal regions of Karnataka from Portuguese. So that's why he got a title. That title is Padu Godalodaya. And not only this one, he built strong fort in the place of coastal regions. Some of the important fort here they given. First one is Mangalore, second one is Bekal and Chandragiri. So in these places, he built a strong fort to secure their kingdom. So this is also one of the important achievement. And Shivappa Nayaka is one of the important knowledgeable person. He's knowing all the things. And administrative matters also we can discuss in this about also. She is one of the brilliant and talented person, that like we can see. And not only this one, he encouraged trades from Goa to settle state development of trade. So that like here they are saying, that means here they are saying he encouraged trade also, not only for administrative purpose or to extend their area. No, Shivappa Nayaka he given importance to development of particular states. So that's why he given importance about trade also. And not only this one, on that time here they are saying next one important point here they are saying. So on that time we can see in Goa some of the Christianity peoples, Christianity community, they are expert in agriculture. So here the Shivappa Nayaka he called them and involved in their state, and they migrated peoples, they called him and they encouraged, and they also came to in this state, means Keladi state, and they involved in agriculture, and on that base the Kittur dynasty also, the Keladi dynasty also become developed. So these like Shivappa Nayaka he encouraged agriculture, means who are the expert in agriculture, especially in the place of Goa, for them he called and he given place in Keladi to involve in agriculture, to develop for a state. So in that purpose. So these like we can see, and not only this one he given land and other contribution also, facilities also provided by Shivappa Nayaka to for them. And not only this one, so on that time here they saying he made strict rule, here they saying Christian priest should be a local person. So this is also one of the important achievements we can see about of Shivappa If any one person, if he become as a religious leader in a Christianity, so they want to should be a local person. So this like of rules also implemented by Shivappa. And not only this one, next one we can see another important achievements of Shivappa, that is Shivappa Shistu. That means here they are saying one of the new revenue system implemented by Shivappa. So that's why this only called as the Shistu. What implemented by one of the new revenue system. So this new revenue system only they are called as the name Shistu. So in that based on Shistu, here they are saying they fixed the land tax. Shivappa he fixed the land tax on the based on land fertility and supply of water. So based on land fertility and supply of water, he fixed a land tax or revenue. So this is one of the important achievements of Shivappa. That means how much a percentage of tax they want to pay. So they are saying by 1/3 of the production they want to pay as a revenue or tax. So these like Shivappa he fixed the tax. So this tax only they are called as a Shistu of Shivappa. And they implemented systematically. So how that one systematically? Already I told, based on land fertility and the supply of water. So on that base he fixed 1/3% of revenue. So this was systematically implemented. So that's why they called as this is Shivappa Shistu or Shistu of Shivappa. So when he implemented this like of new tax policy or revenue policy, so on that based Malnad region was fully developed. So this like one of the important achievements we can see about of Shivappa. Is one of the important leader implemented one of the new tax, that is the Shistu or Shistu of Shivappa. So after that, next another important queen we are discussing. So that queen name here is given Queen Channammaji. So Queen Channammaji, she is daughter-in-law of Shivappa. So after that, when Shivappa power was ended, after that she came to rule. So on that time, the Mughal rulers they given help to, here they say Mughal army. They started to attack the region of Keladi. So on that time, the Shivaji or the Maratha dynasty they given support or help to Channammaji. So this is one of the important achievement we can see for Queen Channammaji. So especially here they are saying, so on that time here they are saying the Shivaji's son, so that person name here they given by Chhatrapati Rajaram, he given support to Channammaji. When Mughal rulers they tried to attack the place of Keladi, on that time here they are saying by Chhatrapati Rajaram, he given support to Channamma. And not only this one, Channamma, she is a symbol of valor and sacrifice of Karnataka. So this one for she is a symbol. So that much of contribution, that much of incidents we can see about of Channamma. So that like they saying, and here they saying after that we can see this one in the battle against of Mysore army. So this is one of the best example. We can see how she spent whole life to secure his dynasty or secure his kingdom. So in that about only we can see in Mysuru wars. So after that next one here they say the Keladi kings they built temples, Agraharas, not only this one, and Veerashaiva Mathas also they are built, and Aghoreshwara temple of Ikkeri. So this is one of the important famous temple built by Keladi dynasty. And not only this one, on that time what they implemented by Mathas. So in that Mathas they have given some of the facility. One is boarding facility, that means food facility, and education. Both also provided in Mathas. And next one we can see, and in that time Keladi dynasty they given equal importance for all the religion. So that's why on that time one of the best example for Christianity they given some of the land in the place of in the place of coastal regions or Mangalore region. So this is one of the important points we can see about the achievements of Keladi. Temples, not only Mathas and Veerashaiva Mathas also they are built, and they given importance to education also, and they given equal importance for all the religion. So these are the important points we can discuss about the Nayakas of Keladi. So after that next one point we want to know, so how this dynasty was declined. So here they say after that the continual attacks of Mysuru and internal wars between in that particular dynasty, Nayakas of Keladi. So this is a major reason. So that's why the dynasty of Keladi was become very weak. So later Hyder Ali occupied the dynasty of kingdom of Keladi. So these like the Keladi dynasty was declined. In beginning stage, the continual attacks of Mysore kingdom. So this is one of the important reason. Second one, the internal conflicts or internal problems between that particular dynasty. This is also one of the important problems. So later this dynasty was become weak. So observe the Hyder Ali. So when you observe, so he got, this is one of the important situation, we can capture the place of Keladi. So on that base, he battled against Keladi and capture the place. So these like the dynasty of Keladi was declined. So these are the important points about Nayakas of Keladi. So after that, next one we want to know, next one another important dynasty in Karnataka. So that is here given the Nayakas of Chitradurga. So that only now we want to discuss. So this Nayakas of Chitradurga, these are the this kingdom is one of the important kingdom in Karnataka history, and they ruled 16th to 18th century. So that they say this is one of the important small kingdom in Karnataka. And in this dynasty, totally 13 chieftains they ruled. 13 chieftains, that means 13 chieftains, and they ruled totally 211 years. So that much of year ruled by Nayakas of Chitradurga. So in that we can see some of the kings. So here they are saying Matti Timanna Nayaka. So he is the first king of in this dynasty. After that we can see Kasturi Rangana Nayaka and Kasturi Chikkana Nayaka and Bichugotti Baramanna Nayaka. After that Ire Madakari Nayaka. So these are the important kings we can see in Nayakas of Madakari. In 13 kings, these kings are some important. So in that we are discussing only one person is one of the famous king in this dynasty. So that person name here they given Rajavira Madakari Nayaka. So he is one of the powerful and famous king in Nayakas of Chitradurga. And when at the age of 12 he got a throne. That means he became as a king. So that like they are saying. And when he became as a king, on that time Hyder Ali he ruled in the region of Mysuru. So on that time he did so many of battle against of Nayakas of Chitradurga. Because of they knowing the value of Rajavir Madakari Nayaka. And he became jealous. Hyder Ali became jealous. So this is one of the small dynasty. How they ruling in the place of Chitradurga, we want to capture that place. So that's why he did several battles. So that like they are saying. And here they are saying, but when he tried to capture the place of this Chitradurga fort or Nayakas of Chitradurga, this is 7, here they say 7 ranged fort, which one means in Chitradurga fort. So this is impossible to Hyder Ali because he don't know how to enter the fort to capture. He don't know, and soldiers also they don't know. They tried so many times, but they did not get success. But finally, once the soldiers of Hyder Ali, he got the secret place to enter a 7 ranged fort, but so on that time the watchman was absent. So on that time here Obawa, she is the watchman wife, she observed the situation. So Hyder Ali soldiers they entering in the place of that secret place. So he killed. So when she killed, so still we are discussing that one in different passages or stories. So how she killed, she used weapon as here they saying by wooden pistol, that means Vanake. She used that one wooden pistol and she killed Mysuru army or Mysuru soldiers. Still we are remembering this passage. And this place when we are entering in 7 ranged fort, still now tourist or if you have entered in that place, still we can see that one secret place. So that secret place still they are given name as a Obavan Kindi or Obavana Kindi. So this like still we can see this one place. So when Hyder Ali tried to enter the place or to capture the place of Chitradurga, he did not get success because of this is 7 ranged fort. You don't know, not only Hyder Ali, his army also don't know how to enter the fort. But once they got the chance, but they failed because of Obawa. She killed Mysore army, so did not Hyder Ali dynasty or Hyder Ali kings or Hyder Ali army, they did not get success. But Hyder Ali, he did not accept the defeat because of he is one of the strong man in that time and is ruled one of the biggest dynasty, that is Mysuru. So how we can defeat as against of a small dynasty, a small kingdom, a small chieftains. So he did not accept the defeat. So once again he did battle against Madakari Nayaka. So finally the Madakari Nayaka are the chieftains of Madakari. They defeated, they lost the battle. So when they lost the battle, the Madakari Nayakas rule was ended. That place was captured by Hyder Ali. So these like the Nayakas of Madakari rule or the Nayakas of Chitradurga rule was ended. So now we understood Hyder Ali, he tried to beginning time of the same by Rajabir Madakari Nayaka, but finally he got success. In beginning stage he did not get success because of he don't know how to enter the 7 ranged fort, but after that he got some ideas. So on that based he battled against Madakari Nayakas and defeated. Finally he merged that Chitradurga with Mysuru dynasty. So these like the Nayakas of Chitradurga dynasty rule was ended. And next one we can see, and this Chitradurga fort, a 7 ranged fort, still we can see this is one of the attractive place in our state. Still we can see this one 7 ranged fort in Chitradurga, and in this fort we can see some temples and some tanks also we can see that inside of fort. And they built Nayakas of Chitradurga, they built some temples also, and we can see Barasagara and Bhima Samudra. So this is important tanks built by Nayakas of Chitradurga or Madakari Nayakas. They built 2 important tanks. One is Brahmasagara, second one is Bhima Samudra. So these 2 tanks also built by Nayakas of Chitradurga. So these like we can see some important points about Nayakas of Chitradurga, and they also they are symbol of bravery and valor. So in that for these Nayakas of Chitradurga also one of the important part, and they are symbol of bravery and valor. Because of we can see one of the best example in when Hyder Ali tried to war against Nayakas or Madakari. So on that time we knowing he did not get success. So this only best example. So this is one of the small chieftains or small kings, how they faced against of one of the large dynasty or large kingdom, and they got success also in beginning stage. So these like we can see some of the important points about Nayakas of Madakari. So students, that means in this video we have discussed about 2 important Nayakas of Keladi and Nayakas of Chitradurga. So next class we can discuss about next another important topics. Okay, thank you.